Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our FusionFall retro playthrough. My name is Prizzy and it is a new semester, a new year, and alongside all that is FusionFall's 11th birthday. So in celebration of that, I'm not going to try to hint at it or anything because you can clearly see it on screen right now. A new update has been added to the game and 4 new nanos are now available for you to get. And we're going to be getting all of them today. You have the Unstable Nano, the Runty Nano, the Belladonna Nano, and the Computress Nano, and I'm sure we'll be talking about those a whole lot as we get through this episode. So I'm just going to get through here. Also the banks. I talked about it a little bit. So I'm not doing like a nano suggestion or anything for this episode, simply because we're going to be getting new nanos this entire episode. We're going to be getting 4 of them, and I'm here in the back of City Hall by the Great Machine because this is where your journey is going to start. Right now Mojo Jojo is my guide, I believe, so if you hit P and you open your email, and you will see an email from your guide. So if you have a different guide, it won't be from Mojo, it will be from Ed or Dexter or Ben or whoever you have, and you can read through this. I'll read through this Mojo one for you. He says, I have been informed that those insufferable children who call themselves scientists, Dexter and Mandark, have concocted a strange new form of nano. This nano has the ability to change its shape. That is to say, it can shapeshift into many different forms for special occasions. They call it the Unstable Nano. It is beyond my comprehension why anyone would release unto the world an invention that they themselves is labeled as unstable. I would have named it the 100% stable, durable, and completely won't blow up in your face nano. That is because if I were to have been the one to develop it, I would have made it stable. Thus, it would have not been unstable, which is the opposite of stable, so you could not call it the Unstable Nano. However, I am much too busy with all my other schemes, plans, and other such genius activities, so I was not the one to invent the Unstable Nano, so it is still called the Unstable Nano, as it was named by its inventors Dexter and Mandark. That reminds me, they told me you can create your own Unstable Nano at the Great Machine behind City Hall. That is another poorly named invention, and is not so great a machine. The greatest machines are built by me, Mojo Jojo, and I did not build the Great Machine, so it cannot truly be a great machine. You're also likely not very great, and you must be if you wish to reach City Hall unharmed. I would suggest you build up your strength before attempting to travel to that place, Mojo Jojo. P.S. Do not reply to this email. I will not read it or respond to it. So that'll be a fun little message for your guide. Mojo's is probably my favorite of the 3, and I'm glad that Mojo is our guide, so you can see that. So if you walk over to City Hall, this is a level 0 mission, so you can do this at any point in the game. Obviously, you have to be above level 4 because you'll have to be in the past, but you can do this at any point in the game, and you can come to City Hall at any time and get or talk to the Unstable Nano capsule and get the mission, the Unstable Nano. I apologize about that. The servers did a quick restart as I was talking to hopefully fix some bugs that have been reported throughout the event being, or not the event, the update being released, because this is an update, not an event. But if you talk to this Unstable Nano capsule, you can do a mission, and this is how nano missions are done now, essentially, or not all nano missions, obviously, but this is how new nanos can be discovered. You can find them through world missions. As you can see, the reward will be an Unstable Nano. Welcome to the Great Machine. Behold my new great creation, the Unstable Nano. Like all nanos, this Unstable Nano is made of fusion matter, however, it does not have a permanent shape or form. You will be able to obtain this unique kind of nano after a quick briefing by my Dexbot helper. Go speak to it. Talk to Dexbot Q32 to learn about the Unstable Nano. So we're going to go do that, and he's right over here. Greetings, this unit's purpose is to inform you about the new Unstable Nano. The first thing you should know is that its appearance will change at different times to reflect upcoming nanos in development. It is functionally useless in its default state, but it is very malleable. So if you did not know how the Unstable Nano works, essentially in the original game it was a thing. Stop talking to that filthy Dexbot. Talk to my Mandroid M64 instead. The Unstable Nano is the only possible thanks to my genius. So the Unstable Nano, I'll probably explain it once I get it, but let's talk to this Mandroid. The Unstable Nano will change its appearance, powers, and type automatically at certain times. The Unstable Nano can only hold it onto its altered form for a limited time and will eventually revert back. Did you get all that? I assume your brain is now filled to capacity. Now that you are properly informed, go to the Unstable Nano capsule and create your new nano. So you just got to go back to the Unstable Nano capsule, talk to it one more time, and boom. We've made the Unstable Nano. All of its powers don't do anything. It does not do anything. It is simply a shell of a nano. So it doesn't matter what power we pick. They all don't do anything right now. So essentially, if you did not play the original game, yes, be sure to check your email so you don't miss any assignments from me, Mojo Jojo. It would be bad for you if you miss them. That would be bad. We also have a new email that I will read. So if you did not play, this is a thing in the original game that was added in a pretty late update. And it was essentially the Hollow Suit, but for Nanos. And essentially how it worked is every update, or not every update, certain updates, the Unstable Nano would change appearance and it would look like a different Nano. Like, I believe in the original game it looked like Amphibian, it looked like Johnny Test, and it looked like Van Kleis. I think those are the three that it did. And it was essentially used to preview upcoming Nanos that were going to be added to the game through other various means. And we're going to be doing the same thing. So the Unstable Nano, I don't know if it's going to be every update or just certain updates, but it will change appearance and it will look like a different Nano, essentially as a way to preview certain Nanos that you will be seeing sometime in the future. And yeah, so keep a lookout for that. And it will change, and your powers will change, and the type will change automatically for you. And then once the event or the update is done and a new update takes its place, it will either change back to unstable, or it will change to another new Nano. So, just another cool little thing. And we have one more email to get from Mojo, record breaking. One of my monkey minions has informed me that one of the members of that annoying street gang turned punk rock band, the Gangrene Gang, has lost a jacket or some other trivial personal item. I suspect Fusion is the culprit, which may mean there is a Nano coming your way. You may seem to be rather fond of collecting them, so you can go talk to that infernal band in Mercury Row if you wish to waste your time on trinkets like that. So, that is a bit of a hint as to where our next Nano mission will be. Mandark says, "Genius, you have successfully created your own Unstable Nano. Thanks to Mandark Industries, I suppose Dexter is also partially responsible." So, we are going to be heading over to Marquee Row now. Obviously, I'm going to cut the journey on the way there, but that is the next step in the plan to, personally, my favorite mission that we've ever added to the game. Record break-in. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're here in Marquee Row. So the gang is still here. As a fun fact, Grubber and Arturo changed places. They are now on the opposite sides because it looks a bit better. And Belladonna has a mission for us now, called Record Break-In, and this is the Belladonna Nano mission. As you can see, there's a Belladonna Nano. "Hey, I've got a problem for you to solve if you got the time. One of my leather jackets got stolen. It's not too big a deal considering every member of the Gangrene Gang got the same jacket for me as a welcoming gift when I joined the band. No idea why they didn't just coordinate that with each other when they bought them. But that's besides the point, though. Just find out who took it, okay? I got a bunch, so you can keep it if you find it. And we'll get a nice Belladonna or Nano. So it looks like Ace is dying to talk to you. Maybe just see what he has to say. It's usually nothing of value, but you never know. Let me clue you in. I might just have a lead on that missing jacket. Don't mention this to Belladonna, but I'm pretty sure it was that Fusion Buttercup chick again. You understand, right?" So, there's actually a new... I saw her head off in the direction of the recording studio the gang and I used. Check it on your map, man. So there's a new... I guess it's not necessarily a new building, because the building has always been there. We just changed it a little bit on the outside. What was that you talked about with Ace? Oh, you got a lead? Nice, you work fast. So there is a new... Again, not a new building. The building has always been there, but we've added some things to the outside to make it look a lot cooler. It is called Harada Bridges Records. It is a recording record label, or I was going to say recording studio and record label, then I got confused and said both of them. It's a record label, recording studio, both. And Harada is from the show Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, who's the producer, I believe, in that show. I have not seen it, so I might be wrong. And then Bridges is the last name of Sonny Bridges from Class of 3000. Who is Andre 3000, the music teacher. So this is the building. As you can see, it's a bit different now. You'll see some more cool things on the side, but here's the Gangrene Gang poster. There's some other really cool references to certain musical things from the cartoon shows. There's shag carpeting from Ben 10. And then I'll obviously point out some of the other ones as we see them. So we're at Harada Bridges Records. There it is, the Harada Bridges Records building. Head inside and snoop around for that fusion. Yes, yes, yes. So we head on over to the front of the building. This is the front door. We try to open it. It's locked. What? It's locked? Man, that's annoying. Guess you're going to have to find another way inside. So we have to go find a building to scale. And it looks like there's going to be one over this way. So we got to head over here. Okay, there should be a building with a building a couple blocks away with some jump pads. Get up on that and I'll let you know what comes after. So this is the building that you gotta scale over here. Great, you're gonna have to use those jump pads and floating platforms to get across. I'll check in when you're halfway there. And then Belladonna comes in and she goes, "You know, that view from up there is kind of familiar. Can't place my finger on why, though." Uh-oh. She's about to find some things out. Also, this is run by BAM, one of our developers. They are awesome. Harangue Nation, Fusion Friend or Foe. That's from Ben 10 as well. Will Harangue is essentially like the J. Jonah Jameson of the Ben 10 series. And he has a show called, I believe it's Ben 10 Threat or Menace. So Fusion's Friend or Foe is kind of based on that. And there's some billboards dotting the skylines now. It's really cool. World is starting to, you know, pick up a little bit, feel a bit more alive now. That there's a lot more. There's a cool like building over there. There's some billboards. The gang is in town. It looks really cool. And you aren't even ready if you haven't seen this layer yet. This layer is incredible. So we head on over to this building right here. The platforming is a lot easier than the old Buttercup Nano mission. Ace, why do you know so much about this whole rooftop jumping thing anyway? Yeah, Ace, why do you know so much about that? That's how we broke into the music industry in the first place. We literally broke into this building. I think there's a clever line. I did not write that, though. Dogon never wrote that. So there's some cool art on the top of the building. There is the Class of 3000. There's Pizza Party, Talk to the Jeans from Foster's. There is Hi Hi Puffy Amy Yumi. And you never told me this. Why? You can't just break into places, Ace. That's not right. And then here's the Powerpuff Girls. Love makes the world go round. Notice that Buttercup is not in that picture. It is just Blossom and Bubbles. It's cool. It's cool. I sent the rest of the gang in there ahead of time to make sure the coast was clear. So here's the top of Harada Bridges Records. We're going to head on inside. And this is, I think, the coolest. This is super cool. We're in an actual record label. So we have to find the gang. And there's some sheet music shinobis in here. And they're not too tough. We got a stun. I would recommend if I'm level 36 when playing this, so it's a bit less of a big deal. But if you are not level 36 and you're level 18, like how this mission I believe is supposed to be played, yeah, I would recommend bringing a heal and a stun and a leech, or obviously not all three. But how did they even get up there? She's got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense. Arturo is embracing his inner crunk. We could have gotten up here faster if we still had our superpowers. Yeah, don't remind me, Snake. Wait, I wasn't there when you... Why do I remember? So, the gang is in here. This is like a real recording studio, a real record label. And also, you can tell through dialogue that Belladonna is slowly starting to get her memories back. This mission is essentially a finale to the Buttercup is Missing storyline. This kind of ties up the loose ends and provides a nice, cool, neat conclusion to the story, which doesn't really happen that much in actual FusionFall. So it's really cool how that can thing. And there's some posters on the wall. I would recommend if you are in here, checking all the cool stuff on the wall. The amount of work that went into this layer was phenomenal, and it looks super, super cool. And I'm very glad that it turned out as well as it did, because it's just like a real place with winding hallways, and there's rooms on each side, evidently probably like offices or some smaller recording booths. And we're just gonna make our way through. Gotta search around for clues. Hey, what's that poster over there? Could you get me a picture of it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have to take out some of these monsters in here first before we can actually get a close look at that picture. No, 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 wait! Think about what you're doing, kid. Don't do anything I'd regret. This is not looking good for Ace. And also, this is not a sheet music shinobi. This is a sheet music shogun. And something to be cautioned about when you are fighting this monster is that it will drop sheet music shinobis when it dies. So it drops into 2 sheet music shinobis. But if you have a stun, you can stun both of them at once. Oh, if you have a stun cone like Buttercup, or a stun area would also work. So this is the Powerpuff Girl. This is the Love Make the World Go Round one. However, Buttercup is actually in this picture. And Belladonna, I think, probably is remembering something right about now. Thanks for that. Keep on heading through the studio. I've got something I need to take care of. And also one more fun trivia fact as well before we move on. I'm going to wait for Ace to say his thing. Wait, Belladonna, get back here. Come back, wait. Oh, man, I got a bad feeling about this. This is also really cool. This is the model for Sunny Bridges Auditorium. Obviously, it's untextured because it's supposed to be a model in this a museum kind of area, which I think is sick. And a fun little, I think a very clever way to use something like that. Also, don't have nano potions, which is a bit odd. I forgot, not a bit odd, it's my bad, I forgot to stock up on nano potions before I went, so I'm not going to use Buttercup. as much because I want to make sure that her energy is good while I fight these, lowly sheet music grunts. We'll fight this boy. We'll fight this boy now here too. And here's a big Shogun, so I'm gonna probably use Buttercup on this guy. We are actually running a bit low on health. Obviously, I did not bring a heal, so we're gonna have to kind of deal with this the other way. But luckily, this shouldn't be too terribly challenging. We just have to wait, obviously, for our health to get back up in action. Look at the posters around the wall too. Puffy Yumi. I mean, these are the same ones that were in outside the building. So you can also go look. These are not art that are exclusive to this building. There's one piece of art that is exclusive to this building, and I will show you that when we actually get to it. Or there are two pieces of art. My bad. There are actually two pieces of art that are exclusive to this building, and I'll show you these. So make sure you check these out while you're doing the mission, because you won't be able to find them outside the building. But the other ones you will be, like the Puffy Yumi stuff and the Buttercup. Not the Buttercup one, but the Powerpuff Girls one. This is one of them. The Puffy Julie Yumi one. That is from the show. I have not seen it, so I don't get the reference. But I'm sure people out here do. I know a lot of people do. Vert really likes that. And we are at the recording studio, which is essentially the boss room. So there's a quiet recording area. But we got to go inside the recording studio, and what do we find inside? But this could get ugly. It's Buttercup! Talk to Buttercup. Hey, what's up? Remember me? I finally do. I've got some anger I need to vent, and there's a fusion right through that door that seems like a real good punching bag. You want in? I definitely do want in. Let's go in there and beat the snot out of Fusion Belladonna, who is inside the recording studio. Here we are. Buttercup has... Oh, she says, okay, let's rock. She's now in our group. She follows us around like the Ice King did. And let's beat her up. So she's a freedom power, so we're not going to be able to... what's it called? Stun her. But once Belladonna dies, Fusion Belladonna dies, she spawns a Shogun and herself again. And once the Shogun obviously dies, then... We just took out Fusion Belladonna, but once the Shogun dies, we're actually going to probably die. But that's no big deal because we respawn in the exact same room, and Buttercup will still keep fighting the sheet music shinobi for us. Perfect. Okay, so Buttercup's just chilling. She's not going to follow me anymore because we did die, so we left the group technically. But this is Buttercup in the past. You didn't think that would happen now, would you? This is a really cool room, obviously. Just more art on the wall. The other secret piece of art is you can actually look through in here to the producer deck. I don't know what you would call this. And if you look on the wall over here, you can see Mr. Universe, Let Me Drive My Van Into Your Heart album art, which is really, really cool. And also secret. You will not see that anywhere else, I don't believe. So if we head out of the recording studio, we could talk to Buttercup once more. Yeah, I got back some memories. You probably guessed that, though. It's not all back, but being around the gang seems to be helping, and I'll probably hang with them for a bit longer. Oh, and I got that jacket back after we beat her. Like I said, you can have it. This is great. She doesn't remember all the terrible things the gang has done, yet maybe it's not so great. So, we can... Again, thanks for helping out. I gotta go pay some folks a visit before I head back to the gang. Who knows? Maybe that jacket will be good for something. So if we head outside on Marquee Row, the jacket will be good for something because... Once you leave the building, you will spawn out the front door, and you'll spawn a Belladonna Nano. So she has 3 powers: Punk Rocket, which is a rocket; Backstage Pass is a recall; and Top the Charts is a bonus. I'm going to go with Rocket. I think that's super good power as well. And she has some really quirky voice lines as well. So that is the next one. I think there's some more dialogue as well. Mojo. Every time you beat a new World Nano mission, your guide will send you a message like this and say, check your email, because they will send you an email about the things. Well, what do you know? A new Nano. And hey, stop by Marquee Row anytime. Belladonna will be happy to autograph whatever you want. I bet she will be. I bet she will be. So, we have our Belladonna Nano now. It's 1 down, 2 more to go. Our next Nano will be found in Tech Square. So what we're going to do is we're going to be heading over to Tech Square. and I'm going to cut the video, and I'll be right there. Be right back. Alright, here we are in Tech Square. I went ahead and put our Belladonna Nano in our party as well, so we have an ABC Powerpuff Girl lineup finally. And now our next mission, our Computress Nano mission, is given to us by Computress. Also, we should probably read the email. One of Dexter's machines has malfunctioned. What a fool. Normally I would recommend that you simply idly stand by and laugh at his failures, but I'm inclined to believe that you may be able to get additional nano out of the situation. Pretend to assist them with their problem, so you may increase your own power, which in turn will increase the power of my army as you are among its ranks. Mwahaha. This is Nostalgia Ship, a Computress Nano mission. Your efforts to prevent Fusion Dexter and Fusion Computers from stealing the secrets of Dexter's laboratory did not go unnoticed. Unfortunately, one of my memory chips containing confidential data regarding that particular location has been found to be corrupted, and I suspect this will be the next step in Fuse's plans to steal our technology. Dexter has been unable to diagnose the problem, and I fear we may have to turn to Mandark for help. He may be willing to cooperate in exchange for our silence in the embarrassing Fusion DD incident. And then Dexter says, I am extremely unhappy with this, because you have to speak to Mandark about the corrupted memory chip. I thought that was really funny. Dexter just been like, I am extremely unhappy with this. This mission, I believe... See, you thought that the Harada Bridges Records layer was cool. I believe this mission right here has the coolest nano layer. Or, not nano layer, fusion layer that we've ever made. Let's talk to Mandark. Aha! You've come to the right genius. The solution lies within my virtual world. You'll have to use my digitizer machine to turn yourself into data and take out the corruption yourself from inside the chip. Go to my carrier and use the digitizer, fool. You'll find it at my research station in Forsaken Valley. And yes, we will. So, we're gonna head on over there right now. I'm afraid this is our only option. If Fuse were to obtain any of the secrets found within Dexter's old laboratory, he could gain power beyond our comprehension. So, I'm gonna cut the video real quick, and I will be back as we head to Forsaken Valley. Alright, so we have arrived in Forsaken Valley on Mandark's carrier. To go to the digitizer, you have to go all the way to the back over here. And this is the Mandroid digitizer. And you can warp on in. I don't think you guys are ready for this. Are you ready? It's Tron! Ha 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 ha! My Mandark malware avatars will help you destroy the corruption after they steal your secrets, Dexter. And then Dexter says, I have a feeling something like this would happen. I've set along this virtual avatar of myself to help fend off Mandark's malware. Let's get going. This will not do. Mandark obtaining the secrets is nearly comparable to Fuse obtaining them. Kindly destroy the virus before it completes its work. So Mandark kind of backstabbed us. He has infiltrated the chip with a virus because we used the digitizer. But this is really cool. This layer, I think, looks sick. We have Dexter in our group helping us out, following us around, helping us fight. And of course, there are a bunch of Mandark avatars that are virus ridden that we should probably take out. And they have the funny Mandark. You'll pay for that. Dexter will also fight. You can see him fighting there. Still no heal, by the way. None of the new nanos have a heal, actually. So we'll probably be out of luck with a heal for this, unless I wanted to grab one for the next mission. I actually think I do need one for the last mission, I'm going to be completely honest with you, knowing how difficult the last mission is. But you got to defeat 30 of the Mandark avatars. They're not too hard. None of them, I don't think, are hidden. They are all kind of just chilling. And also, a cone stun will help out a lot. Especially an area stun, I think, will also help out a lot if you choose to do those. So we've completed about half of them right now. I'm going to wait for my health to just chill for a bit and regen. But look at like the textures on Dexter. It looks really, really cool, in my opinion. As well as the Mandark avatars as well. I think they also look cool. The blue versus red themes. And also the layer changes colors. It's red, it goes blue. I don't think we're going to die. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, good. Well, I guess now that we have like some extra time, might as well open our crates. I don't think we're going to get anything just because these are some lower level crates. Also, the music on all of these layers, I didn't really mention it last time. I probably should have because I was probably talking your ear off. But the music in this layer, the music in the Belladonna layer, just so good. So good. So we have 10 more to go. It looks like I think these are the last 10 right here. So we're just going to have to take these out real quick. And I really do love the kind of fading, what's it called? The fading noises of everything. I don't think this was a good idea. I think this is probably going to die here. Yeah, unfortunate. Do they respawn? Oh my god, you respawn. I forgot about that. You respawn where you died, which is really cool. And also helpful, so I don't have to run through the lair again. Eureka! We may be able to keep our secrets out of Fuse's hands for good if that data is used as a nano creation item. Are you idiot? Drat, you win this time, Dexter. So you come up to this incredible bridge of data. This looks sick. There's a Fusion Computress up on the top. It appears that a Fusion Computress is the one behind the corruption. The two of you must defeat her before she escapes with critical data. So let's fight her. Dexter took some... Dexter didn't even take any damage from that, but he looks like he took a big hit from the eruption. But Computress says use eruption. This, like, cool little, like, effect that's going on the middle of the screen, you know, like the pulsating, like almost like you're throwing a stone in water. That looks really cool. And you take her out, and you get a Computress Nano. She has a scavenge called Super Booster DX. She has Security Protocol, which is a guard, and Dex Labs Firewall, which is a freedom. I'm gonna pick freedom. I think it's her best power. And I don't really think we need scavenge anymore. So the contents of the memory chip are now safely stored in the form of Computress Nano. It will stay here and begin. I will stay here and begin repairing any damage Mandark may have done. And then finally, one more piece of trivia. Congratulations, you have created a new Nano, and the secrets of the chip are safe. Feel free to return to the real world when you are ready. So a super secret piece of trivia is that this piece of art right here is from the original game, and it is of Dexter's Lab. So this is a Dexter's Lab concept art piece done for the original game because they were at least at some point in development. I don't know how far that idea went. We're planning on doing a little Dexter's Lab kind of interior thing. And I just think this layer looks really sick. But that is the Computress Nano. We have her now. Now there's only one more Nano to go. And we're going to go and do that. We don't even need to cut because of how, or at least right now we don't even have to cut just because of how close it is to where we're going to get out. And also, we can run through this layer one more time. There's no exit at the end, so you have to run back to the beginning. Which, honestly, is that even like a bad thing? Is that even like a downside, you know? Because, like, look at this stuff. This is like super duper cool. Alright, we're gonna head out now. And there's our man droid boy. What do you want? More about. Alright, now we have our last mission of the part to go. And we're going to head on over to Ensville to do it. And that's why I didn't cut, because we can just take the scamper right to Ensville from here. So, once you complete all of the, not all of the missions, once you complete Fuse No More Part 4, which is the last mission in the game, you now have access to, instead of Fuse No More, Runty now has Fuse Some More. And Billy says, "Bet you're wondering how Runty's still here after his heroic sacrifice in the depths of Fuse's lair, huh? Well, I'll tell you, but first there's some unfinished business. One last job. One final score that I need you to complete. You see, now that Lord Fuse has gone to live in the farm in the sky with Great Aunt Sally, a large power vacuum has opened up in his empire that's already been filled by someone even bigger and battier. You need to do something about it." And you get a Runty Nano from this. So we have to go to return to Fuse's lair on behalf of Billy and Runty. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Fuse's lair is a bit of a run, so we are going to cut the video and I'm going to head on over there. But first, I'm going to go put some important Nanos in my lineup that we will need. We don't really need Belladonna as a rocket, but I don't want to take her out. So we're going to put in Computress as our C, and then we're going to take number 1 as our healer, because I believe a healer is super, super important for this mission, and you will see why. But I'm going to cut the video, and I'll be right back as I head back to Fuse's lair already. Alright, we have arrived at Fuse's lair. So we have Fuse's hall, we have Fuse's labyrinth, and we have Fuse's throne. Those were the 3 places that we fought in before. But for Runty's Nano mission, we have another extra special place that we have to go visit, which is back here. And we like to call it Fuse's back door. So we're going to walk in Fuse's back door. This lair is swarming with fusions and unevolved spawns. They must somehow be regenerating without the presence of Lord Fuse. Curious. So a really cool thing about this lair is that there are fusion spawns and, like, large monsters. I've seen lots of alien weirdos in my time, but we totally defeated Lord Fuse already. Shouldn't these guys have given up without their ruler? So yeah, there are level 1 fusion spawns in this layer alongside like Terror Claws and stuff. And you can see, probably read, our first task is to progress through Fusion's layer and defeat Fusion Amphibian, Fusion Coop, and Fusion Courage. So I really think it's going to be good, beneficial if you gumball your healer Nano, because you will see, trust me. So there's Fusion Coop, Amphibian, and Courage. They are the first mini boss you have to fight. They also move in a group, so you'll have to fight them all at once. I would recommend a Shatter Gun if you have it. And you can see exactly why you need a heal, and you also need to be able to move, because this is essentially a bullet hell game. They will be erupting at you constantly. I think their eruption, I'm assuming their eruption rate was changed, so you can just keep dodging, ducking, and bobbing, and weaving. And they kind of also, there's some glitches where they do kind of teleport around. That is hopefully being fixed once we figure out kind of the reason why it's happening. But you can still fight them. And if you can't, you can always leave the lair and come back. The aliens are still stupid and brainless, but they're still functioning identically as if they did before, which is to say that defeating Lord Fuse has done nothing at all. Perhaps Planet Fusion doesn't have a singular leader. Could it have been some sort of massive hive mind all along? I cringe at the thought. So this mission is essentially explaining... No! Okay, good. We didn't get knocked off. This mission is essentially explaining why there are still fusions and monsters all over the place, even after we've killed off Lord Fuse. Because that wasn't actually Lord Fuse. It was just a manifestation of power that looks like Lord Fuse. Lord Fuse is actually something else that will be revealed in this mission line. So here's Stalactitans. Again, little uninvolved fusion spawns. The reason they're little uninvolved fusion spawns is because... essentially how monsters form is that every monster starts as a little fusion spawn and then just kind of fuses with something that will cause it to turn into a monster. For example, Stalactitans are just fusion spawns fused with stalactites. And here are the second mini boss that we have. It is DD, Bubbles, and number 3. So we're just going to go ahead and start fighting these guys too. They are the same deal. They will continuously erupt or eruption attack you. And you're just going to have to keep ducking and bobbing and weaving. I would always recommend staying on the move. Do not stand in one place when fighting these guys, or else you will take 2 eruption attacks to the face pretty much instantly. And that is not good. We've taken out, it looks like number 3 is gone. They also are all different types, so make sure you bring different nanos and can take them all out like that. That does appear to line up with the data I've been collecting. The Lord Fuse you battled with was simply a physical manifestation of a fraction of the planet's total power. So Lord Fuse is the planet, and defeating that goop brain did basically nothing? Man, so much for take me to your leader. There's that snarky Ben attitude that we like to see. So yeah, Planet Fuse. I think this was probably hinted at, I think, before, but Planet Fusion is Fuse. Fuse is the planet. They are the same. They are one and the same. That was always the plan. We did not come up with that. That was what was supposed to happen. I'm going to try to run through these monsters, just because I don't feel like fighting them, because they take a while to fight. If you are fighting these yourself, you will find that these guys take a while to kill, especially, or even if you have like nanos that are good against them. So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna kind of scooch past them. Obviously, I would not recommend this if you were, if you wanted to fight the monsters. The monsters are obviously perfectly fine to fight. I also wanna, I'm gonna kind of, I think I actually will have to fight this one, unfortunately. Oh, no, I won't. Take the zipline. This is the zip. I know this is the zipline that will do it. There's one more trio of fusions that we do have to fight, and that is Fusion Hex, Fusion Mandy, and Fusion Gwen. We are gonna fight this towering Doomstrider simply because it's kind of in the way, and we don't wanna. We're gonna take it into that battle essentially. If we actually do end up not fighting it, it's gonna chase us, and we're gonna have to fight it alongside the fusions. Okay. So that is down. We're going to wait for our health to regen a bit before we take on this final trio of fusion grosses. Simply because I want my number 1 nano to be a bit more healed than he is currently. But this is the last trio. You have to fight 9 fusions, essentially. I mean, technically 10. You'll see. You'll see. And yeah, the monsters will constantly eruption attack you, so just make sure you're on the move. Make sure you have a heal in case you do get hit by it. And other than that, as long as you stay moving, you should be fine. Now we can go fight these guys. Let's take them out. But it is designed to be very challenging if you don't move constantly. So make sure when you strafe, you don't accidentally strafe into another eruption attack. I've found that if you keep going in a circle, it will normally be fine for you. As you can see, I'm kind of just jumping in a circle. That's a pretty good tactic to do if you have not used it. Because you might not accidentally strafe into another one. Maybe so, Ben, but even then, we cannot give up. We have a greater understanding of Fuse, and this will lead to his defeat and our victory. And there's only one thing left to do, and there's one more fusion left to fight. There he is, the new ringleader, the head honcho, the big boss, El Gran Gordo, the big cheese, the man upstairs, big brother, little brother, small mother, oh bother, get him! And it is Fusion Runty, who is just a level 1 fusion spawn. You can kill any of these fusion spawns, and it will give you the nano. So you can just one-shot this guy, and you get the Runty Nano. You've acquired Runty, and he has a Fusion Falter, which is the target area. This one's really cool because he does a corruption attack, I believe, in the animation. A Heroic Sacrifice is really funny, a drain. Runty sacrifices energy to take out a huge chunk of the enemy's health, and of course, Sneaky Spawn. Runty looks just like a fusion spawn. He blends in. I'm going to go with Heroic Sacrifice because I think it's hilarious. He sacrifices himself to take out a chunk of the monster's health. So we're going to do that. Or he sacrifices some of his energy. And that is all of the things that we have to do. Those are the 4 new nanos. We now have 4 new nanos. There are 40 nanos to collect in the game. And there's still more on the way. As you can see, Flapjack, Johnny Bravo, and 2 more unknown ones are coming soon. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to be our episode today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this update. What was your favorite part about the update? Tell me in the comments below. And again, thank you for the support. For everything. Thank you for the support on this video specifically, and I will definitely see you guys soon with some more FusionFall retro content. Alright guys, peace out, catch you later, and I will see you next time. Bye!